me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
We're in the Valley of the Sun. Few places in the country as picturesque as the desert Southwest. And we've got a good one on tap here at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel. And we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete to Deebo Samuel.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. After the game, he was the focus. He was in the end zone at every turn, wasn't he?
Seemed like every time they were in the red zone, they went to him, and that's not just good coaching. That's just obvious. Of course you go to him there.
They could not stop him.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
1st and 10.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Running, it's Drake. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, and a catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got it. And he'll take this one for the Arizona touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo leaves for McKinnon on the draw. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
It's a gain of 8. And it
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Complete to George Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. Touchdown, 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. Their own 28-yard.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hop. It's caught inside the 25. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards remain for second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
To Deebo Samuel.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, here's Murray. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. It's complete to Drake. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Murray now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Murray, he'll air this one out for Kirk. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Jimmy Ward.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And able to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Murray's pass. Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Makes it 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Cardinals 17.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Benjamin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
49ers.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a 1st down. 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49ers.
Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Drake. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Right back to Drake. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Again, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. On 1st and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Murray now, third and goal. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And his kick is right through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Garoppolo now. Open man's pass. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
McKinnon, the Niner ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cardinals 24.
From the 44, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chandler Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going for it with McKinnon. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray again, he's straight. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Niners' 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7. Murray, that's got to be caught by Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
In on the tackle.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. Down right around the 25. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Hooked up on the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
It's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring it down. Vinny Curry in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Open man is born. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Play brings up 3rd down.
Now Garoppolo. And it is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw it. Murray finds the open target, Arnold. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And quickly they get to the line. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation as well.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 10. A little over 30 seconds remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Second and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A dump down to McKinnon. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Arizona, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Niners, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-6.